Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers' offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sheffield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. So FIU's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with...
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Oh, what a move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. FIU set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida International. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
And the Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got his man on the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. The throw to the outside is complete. Quick step and go. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play can be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we were ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
On third down, going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a push on fourth down. And the Panthers get it past the sticks. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Lots of running room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Panthers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, FIU.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Diego State had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans are psyched for hoop season, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gives it on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Oh, what a move to get room. And that's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Panthers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And wings it incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the right side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The groupers want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Using his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got the quick pass. There he goes! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the move. Jukes his way for more. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have...
Touchdown, Panthers! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Kelly. He breaks a tackle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The groupers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was.
Wide open spaces. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man, it's Dawson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go! That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On the move to his left. Unleashes one deep. Makes a connection. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the groupers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's in open space downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The groupers have it with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the groupers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good...
Oh, a lot of space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're